moves.
I feel like it could be more this way.
So like there. That.
Look up, wait, I'm gonna sit on the far end. Yeah, I reckon that's good. What do you reckon?
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I think it's perfect as well.
Good angles, everyone's in, that's sweet.
Easy.
Do you think the phone will fall?
Nah.
No, that's fine.
Unless Khaleesi gets up to
She's like, bang, fucking bang. Ah, that's sexy. I like it. I like it.
easy, sounds good.
Okay. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah, episode 0.
So this
The pilot episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Alright. How do we feel?
We're on camera. It's fucking awkward.
Alright, well, let's get into it then. Alright, Premier League recap.
Alright. Yeah, this one wasn't a great one for us.
No, it really wasn't, eh?
But decent for City, I'll say.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think?
You reckon?
Again, I was hoping Chelsea would do something against Arsenal because you guys, you do shit against the shit teams, but then
we
you
do
smack
well
the good
against.
teams.
We do. Yeah.
But you got fucking destroyed. I couldn't believe it.
I can't stand it was Kai Havertz.
You don't understand. I was in my car. I couldn't watch the game because it was 5 a.m. and I literally leave my house at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I'm driving and the notifications are coming up on my fucking phone as like I've got my maps on, and it's just like Ben White. I'm like, oh, Trossard, then Ben White, and I was like, okay, Ben White's interesting.
Yeah.
And then it's the Havertz goal, and I'm like, oh my god, we've let this motherfucker score on us.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, bro. Honestly. Then Havertz right after, and then Ben White again. We let Ben White get a brace. We made him look like Roberto Carlos.
That was terrible, honestly.
Yeah, I was actually depressed. The only thing that like brought light to my day is like my family's Liverpool supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that was good too.
that 2-0 win against.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when I saw like
That's
2-0. Like Everton's fallen off that much that like you don't expect them to do anything in the Merseyside derby.
Yeah. Also, I've forgotten just how good Calvert-Lewin is as well. I think in the air, he's probably the best aerial threat in the Prem, straight out. Like,
Not, I wouldn't say
headers,
in the Prem,
right.
but
Who's
like
better than him in terms of
he
headers?
he has his patches. Like he's
No, I'm just saying, like, you cross a ball, who do you want at the end of it? Like, I can't think of anyone better than Calvert-Lewin. I wouldn't take Haaland over him.
with Haaland's fucking stinkers at the moment.
That'd be fucking bad, honestly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
Sorry, but
actually.
City still prevail. There's still City.
Well, you know, we have De Bruyne and Foden, and they're decent.
Yeah.
And all that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't think of like a single Premier League striker.
That's what I mean. Calvert-Lewin in the air, I think he's sick. And I remember back a few years ago, Everton were doing very good, and he was popping off. I think it's one of the things. If you gave him better service, he'd be a 20-goal a season player easily. That's
Well,
what
so
I
you
think.
think he could do it in like in a top flight?
Well,
team?
I think he proved it
100%, yes.
kind of when Ancelotti was.
Yeah, bro, they were fucking dangerous, man.
When you had the service from Rodriguez and was it Richarlison on the other side?
I think so. And Sigurdsson.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey,
There you go.
how are you?
Good, how are you? Yeah. What else did we have? We had Brentford beat Luton 5-1. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Is that Luton at home?
Luton was at home, yeah.
Oof, that's rough.
Burnley beat Sheffield 4-1 at Sheffield's
I
home.
remember seeing that. Oh man, that's so sad. The memes about Sheffield, I think they became what's good. They've considered the most goals of any team in Premier League history. And it's still,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's still
in one
35.
Premier League season.
Yeah, all the memes are like, this season we've had the most goals in Premier League history, and everyone's like, thank you Sheffield, thank you Sheffield. So they got that record for them.
Well, Southampton was that team for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
Every year they get fucking beat 9-0 by one team.
Yeah.
City did that.
United
Liverpool
did it.
1
Liverpool
year. I'm
did
pretty
it.
sure Chelsea did
Leicester
it 1
did
year
it
as
1
well.
year.
Oh yeah, that's the fucking destroyed them.
Yeah, 9-0.
It's
crazy.
But it's funny because Sheffield will go down. They're coming right back up next year.
See, that was the I've never been so happy to see a team go down other than Southampton.
What?
Don't
I always
say
liked
that.
that.
Man, honestly,
Oh, he doesn't know.
no, they stayed in there for way too long. The amount of relegation battles, I'm like, bro, just go down.
Bro, we used to fucking do it. We're gonna predict the league.
Yeah.
Every year, Southampton, they never did. And then when we stopped, they fucking got relegated. You're like, god damn.
Yeah.
They got fucking last that year too.
Mm.
Yeah, crazy. You know my family's from Southampton.
Oh, mate. Oh, whoopsies.
He's got a Southampton jersey.
I have a Southampton jersey and
Oh,
everything.
fair enough. Well, my apologies.
They won't come back up though. Have you seen the championship?
Bro, it's pretty
It's
good.
very
Yeah,
close.
it's very tight. I remember I saw Leicester like was smashing it at one
And they
point,
dropped off.
and they just dropped
That's a
off.
big shame. Man, I want to
And
listen.
now Ipswich are going up.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them. I've never seen them in the Prem. So I think that's quite
I-
cool for me.
I think last time they were in the Prem must have been early 2000s.
Yeah, I would.
Or
I'd be
even
surprised.
90s. I know they were in the Prem at one point.
Yeah. It's been a bit.
Yeah. Other than that, we had Everton beat Nottingham 2-0. I'm going from because it was double game week this week.
yeah.
Palace won against West Ham 5-2.
But Palace's form has been crazy recently.
Yeah.
We're talking about that in the
Did
car.
you see the super unnecessary powerful scissor kick from Eze?
I did not. I want to see this still.
So he had an open goal, right? And he just scissor kicked it for no reason. And not just like your normal, like full power acrobatics, like Zlatan Ibrahimovic style.
Damn.
Sexy. Eze is legit. He's a
Yeah.
legit player. I'll put him on that level of Huang. Do you know Huang Hee-chan? From
Yeah.
Where there's like a solid winger who can fucking scare you and scare the big teams.
Mm.
Like when City play Wolves, that motherfucker scares me.
Yeah, they've also got Elise as well. Elise
Yeah.
is like
I think,
quality. I remember we were fucking going for him for ages.
yeah, Palace have a good team. I back them to finish higher higher than usual next season. I reckon easily top 10, but I don't know.
You reckon they keep Hodgson?
Hodgson's been gone for a while.
Yeah, they.
Oh
they
shit!
tried,
They did.
though.
Oh fuck!
Who came in to
Bro.
replace him?
I don't know.
It was someone like we knew of, and he's doing decent.
I can search it up.
Yeah.
1 second.
But Roy Hodgson, like respect to him, he was like fucking 78. And
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Isn't he in his 80s? 78? Oliver Glasner.
Right.
I don't know who he's.
He's an Australian manager.
No? The 49-year-old Austrian.
Austrian.
Can't read it.
Ah, no. I should have seen my last name.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to believe, okay?
It's alright, multicultural country and everything. You know, it's an honest mistake.
We'll take,
I thought Roy Hodgson was still fucking managing Crystal Palace, bro. I'll let you have it.
I want to see who he's actually managed beforehand, but I can't see anyone.
I feel like he just came out of nowhere and he's been doing really sick.
Oliver Glasner, past clubs. Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, last.
So Bundesliga teams.
Bundesliga.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
right.
Bundesliga sounds like a really good base for fucking every league.
Yeah, what Klopp,
Yeah.
Guardiola,
Yeah.
Fucking Xabi.
Xabi Alonso.
Tuchel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy
Yeah.
at the moment.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Tuchel manages PSG now?
No, Bayern.
Bayern, okay. That's
Do you guys see this? I saw this morning Liverpool are looking at Feyenoord's
Yeah, Feyenoord's manager.
manager.
That's an
I've never
interesting
heard of
one.
him in my life, but
That's. Okay, I've got a question. Do you think a big manager wants to go to Liverpool now? Because you're stepping in the footsteps of Klopp, and their team is going downhill. We all can see it.
Yeah, it's difficult. I feel like Liverpool are trying to do a thing where they're trying to find the next Klopp, but
Yeah, that's.
they're gonna have to look for the next Klopp, and I reckon they're gonna have to look for the next Salah
yeah,
because I think he's going to Saudi at the end of the season.
He ain't producing as much anymore, which makes sense. He's a 33-year-old winger.
Mm.
It's incredible he's continued the output until this season.
Yeah,
but only since he got injured, because the first half of the season
He was
doing
so good.
well.
I think he was top goals and assists at one point, at least with Haaland.
Yeah, and then AFCON, and then he had an injury, and then he came back from injury, and he had.
And it was Ramadan as well. and
Yeah,
on top of
yeah.
that. I know, it was
Yeah.
really difficult for him.
No, definitely.
No, I like Liverpool. They're always going to be a big team, but I think they're going to struggle trying to replace Klopp.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a rebuild phase
Yeah.
soon.
Who do you reckon would stay from Liverpool? I think that's a question.
Players-wise,
Players-wise.
I think I think the old players will move on, but the young players, I think they will. I think Alexander-Arnold is loyal. I think Van Dijk is loyal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's loyal
yeah.
until Real Madrid start.
But are they loyal? Are they loyal to Liverpool or are they loyal to Klopp?
No, I think they're loyal to Liverpool, honestly.
I don't
I've
know.
seen so much of it,
'Cause
just like
From
for
experience,
Klopp. Like Klopp is just like
He's a different guy.
that
yeah.
guy, man. Like he basically raised
Yeah.
some of these fucking
Right.
players.
Klopp is Liverpool, right?
I wanted, like, I'm a City fan. I wanted that man to win. Like,
Yeah,
I'd take fucking Liverpool winning over
No,
Arsenal.
you know what?
than
The
winning.
one year that I hate that they lost, it was when they lost by 1 point. It was the
That
last
happens
day.
It happens
Yeah,
twice.
you guys.
Was it
No,
last
when you guys
season?
versus
Yeah.
Aston Villa,
Yeah.
and
Who was
Coutinho
it?
scored for Aston Villa, and you guys were losing 2-0.
And then
And
fucking
you guys just
Gundogan
turned on the
coming
Jets,
back.
bro.
We were at my 22nd, no 21st. It was
Yeah,
my 21st
and
watching that
Americans.
at Meriton, and I was so pissed off when I saw that
Bro.
ball go across goals from De Bruyne.
Bro, De Bruyne's pass is fucking crazy.
I saw
So-
it, and I
And
think
you
I,
knew it,
I just
yeah.
walked upstairs. Me and Nancy just went.
Yeah.
Carl, I'm telling you, we had the big screen one game with 2 laptops. And
Yeah, because we had what did we have? We had
It was like top 6, the Liverpool versus City, and I think there was even a relegation battle there too.
can't remember who was in the relegation battle, but I remember we had 3 games going at once
Yeah.
because,
Yeah, bro.
and I just hated that it was City that came out on top. I wanted any other team.
Because I have videos from there. I'm kind of drunk, and I'm off my head. I'm like, yes, let's fucking go. Who's the champions? I'm like, who's the champions?
You know the crazy thing is, before the final day, I didn't care who won, but it was the fact that De Bruyne, right?
Yeah.
De Bruyne did
Chelsea
that.
reject.
Like, I actually had a question, and I was waiting till later to ask it, but I'll ask it now. If you had, right, as a City fan, to either not have Pep Guardiola for the last 5 years or not have De Bruyne for the last 5 years, who would you take?
Guardiola or De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Or-
Honestly, I'd rather not have De Bruyne
Or-
because here's the thing:
yeah.
De Bruyne's best season,
Mm-hmm.
I think he got 20 assists. He got it was equal to Thierry Henry's
Yeah.
in terms of most assists in a season. It's fucking unplayable. But we lost that season to Liverpool,
Mm.
right? Because like De Bruyne was outstanding. He'd fucking kill any team.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, one player playing amazing doesn't make a team win. It's not the team itself. And Guardiola brought that excellence in.
Yeah, he was like.
Yeah.
We've won a league
Okay.
without De Bruyne.
Yeah.
We've done that, you know.
You basically are gonna maybe do it this year without. Like,
'Cause he's
he was
been
out
out
for
a lot,
half
yeah.
the fucking season.
And there's been seasons he's been out longer. And so, like, it's a tough one because, in my opinion, he was the second best player in the world for a couple of years. I'd take him behind Messi. I would have taken him against anyone, but I think Guardiola adds something extra to the team.
See, like, I get what you're saying, but then at the same time, without De Bruyne, I think you have 2 less league titles. At
Nah,
least.
because here's the thing: without De Bruyne, we would need someone else. Like,
Yeah,
who knows? Maybe without De Bruyne, a certain Cole
Yeah.
Palmer starts playing,
yeah.
and he starts popping off.
See,
You never know.
No
You never know.
one can play that pass that he did on the final day in the 90th minute to Gundogan.
Oh no, it's 86 minutes. Right?
Sorry, 86th minute to Gundogan.
Can I say something else on that?
What?
It wasn't just Coutinho scored. It was
Gerrard
Steven
managing.
Gerrard's manager.
I know.
The memes were like, he
Bro,
slipped it again. He
the
slipped
fucking-
it again.
Like the narrative was snared, bro. Like it was such a cool narrative. Even as like
Yeah.
a Chelsea supporter watching the narrative,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you know what? The stars
Gerrard's
are
finally
aligning,
gonna give
man.
Liverpool a title. Nope. Fucked
Nah.
it again.
Literally.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, I remember I was fuming at that final day.
I was so happy. I was so
Another word on Crystal Palace, they beat Newcastle 2-0.
Bro, what's happened to Newcastle? They're doing so good.
It's not what's happened to Newcastle, it's what's happened to Crystal Palace. Newcastle have their injuries, it's fine. They've had injuries all season.
Newcastle still have been underachieving this.
Based on the
Yeah.
form last year, you'd expect them to be doing way better.
Like, look, the spotlight's on Chelsea right now, but
Wait, what spotlights on Chelsea?
like the shit
Oh,
spotlight.
okay.
Chelsea and United
Like-
are topping it.
Yeah, but Newcastle are right. They made Champions League last year. They
Yeah.
they could have made the group out of the Champions League group.
It came down to the last day.
Yeah, that last day and that handball, like
Yeah.
you know, Newcastle just like since that they've just been going down, and then they just randomly beat Tottenham 5-0.
Such a Newcastle thing to do.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like they have so many injuries, and I feel like Champions League had an impact because for the first half of the season, they had like all the group stage games.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they'll do better next season.
I think we'll see. We're going to see what their transfer policy is because they pull a Chelsea and spend 200 million. Like
Only 200 million.
300 in one fucking window.
Yeah, probably.
I like they could do that. You don't know how that turns out. Like I like Eddie Howe as their manager, but like he hasn't taken a team to the top. I think that's a
No,
big thing.
I think it might be time to
You could
look other
Really?
elsewhere. Yeah,
I think you give Eddie.
I
Howe
think
next
Eddie
season.
Howe's taken Newcastle as far as he can take him.
You think he has?
I think that if Newcastle want to progress, like look at how City did it, where they started off with what was it? Was it Pellegrini or was it Mancini?
Yeah.
Started off with Mancini, and then once Mancini got to where he got, and they started to see the downfall, they bring in Pellegrini. Pellegrini brings them back up, that extra step of class. And then after Pellegrini starts to fall off, they can't fucking win the Champions League, we bring in Pep Guardiola. And that's what started the whole fucking
City dominance
that we have today. I think it's time, like Eddie Howe's done a great job, but I think it's time for Newcastle to move on.
I don't see him. Like, who's an upgrade of him right now? I don't see it. Like,
well, you got so many managers on the market right
Yeah.
now. Like you got Jose that can come in.
Yeah.
That's
bro. I don't think a Prem team wants to go back to Jose. Like,
I'd take Jose. Chelsea again.
I
I'd take him for a
would
third. Things come in threes, man. Bro.
I mean, he's never not won a league title when he's gone to you guys, so there's that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But after the Tottenham one, I'm like, let's be real.
He got wrongfully sacked by Tottenham.
Yeah, I love
they
it.
did him so dirty.
Yeah, he
Right
could have won them a
before-
trophy.
Yes.
He was literally like
We were
the
so
week
happy.
of the
We
final.
were so happy. We're like, yes, Jose would have done some bullshit because he does it well against Guardiola. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah. A team I think has fallen off, Wolves.
Yeah.
Except when they versus us every now and then for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Well, they got the double on us, didn't they?
Yeah, but
See what I mean?
it
Like,
doesn't
it's
matter.
so weird.
They've fallen off. What are they coming? 12th?
That's
They haven't won a game in their last 5.
When you say like that, it's bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
But I don't know. I feel like they sold a lot of their players, but they never recovered. Players like Adama Traore. They had half the
Huge.
Portugal team, mate.
Yeah, because the owner was Portuguese.
Yeah. So they just recently lost to Bournemouth, 1-0, and Bournemouth got a red card. That's never good.
That's not good.
Got Man United beating Sheffield 4-2.
Man United are a joke. Let's be real. Like after the Coventry game, bro. That you guys seen the game, right?
Yeah,
Seen the game highlights.
Yeah.
First of all, that fucking offside bullshit. They made a line out of fucking nowhere.
I want to know what your opinions are on that because
Fucking bullshit. I just said it.
I-
It makes
yeah.
no fucking sense.
did you see the lines and everything?
Yeah, it's bro. They make arbitrary lines. Like they could move it back and forward an inch, and then he could have been.
That's what
offside.
they do all the time.
It's so
That's-
Yeah, and the other thing was
Carl, do you have a tissue?
Yeah.
There's lines on
they're
it.
bullshit.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, the line was drawn from his foot, but I don't think his foot was the furthest thing because who was it? The guy, the Man United player that was keeping, or was it Wan-Bissaka?
Maybe. Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka's running right towards his own goal, and they drew it from his foot. But I really felt like his shoulder was the thing. that
And
was
if your
supposed to
shoulder,
be
we
wrong.
know that's the rule. It's
Yeah.
any part of your body. So if the foot was behind the shoulder, it'd be onside.
I could be wrong, but it was very
Didn't-
close between the foot and shoulder.
Didn't they change it to any?
Not this season. Like, they can't
No,
change it
it's-
mid-season.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be next season, but they haven't changed it yet. And that's what I mean. That's the problem with VAR. I've said it since the start. Like, it's just run so incompetently. It's just bullshit, you know. That's annoying.
Yeah.
But back to what we were saying with United. Like, I don't know. That's embarrassing. You're 3-0 up against Coventry, and you fuck that up. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they won, but does it even count as a win?
Yeah, no, like not in the way that they won on penalties to Coventry,
Yeah.
and everyone was rooting for Coventry.
100%.
Like I was sad when Coventry didn't go through because of
Yeah.
how they didn't go through.
Who did they beat on their way to the semi-final?
Coventry?
No,
Liverpool. United beat Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool
that's
fucked
right.
them up. No, they destroyed them.
Oh, it was 4-3, wasn't it? In extra time.
Against Liverpool?
Yeah, was it not? Or 3-2 or something like that.
4-3 I thought was Chelsea United. You guys won it somehow.
No, it's,
I thought it was like 1-0, 2-0.
4-3 was Chelsea United.
Yeah, I thought just Liverpool couldn't score against them.
it was 4-3 United.
Yeah, red card.
United got a red card, but that was in the 122nd minute.
That's right.
But like the stats were United had 28 shots to Liverpool's 25, 11 shots on target each.
Damn, that's not what I remember. I remember from the game Liverpool just couldn't score and they should have.
Maybe it
I
was
think that was in the
chances.
league, wasn't it?
No, that was the FA Cup.
That was FA Cup quarterfinals.
Yeah.
In the league, how'd they go in the league? I think they drew, did they not?
Oof, maybe. Let's put back.
They
But
always
see,
draw United.
that's the
yeah,
thing.
nil all.
Look at us. We barely remember United's games. Like
2-2, sorry.
they're slowly becoming just not irrelevant. They'll never be irrelevant. But it's like you don't care about them. They're not gonna make a push.
They're not
for
fun
the
to watch either.
but
The thing is,
they're shit to watch.
Yeah.
It's not great football at all.
No.
nah. But you'd be surprised in how quickly a team can sky to the top. Look at Arsenal. How many seasons ago were they struggling?
Banter club.
I think at the start of one of the seasons they were in relegation for like 10 games or fighting relegation for like
I think
10
I
games.
remember that.
Yeah.
That wasn't too long ago.
And that was
like
still
4 or
not
5
Arteta.
seasons
That was-
ago.
Didn't they made Europa League that year? They ended up.
I think so.
Yeah, possibly.
They were fighting. I remember they bottled it against Spurs because they were fighting Spurs for that top 4 spot,
Yeah.
and they lost against Spurs.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like Ten Hag needs to go.
Mm.
I think his man management's horrible. He gets into arguments with his
Oh
players.
yeah, well you can see
Yeah.
he's had at least 3 fucking
Fights, yeah.
Sancho, Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Anthony.
And it's like a
and now
Yeah.
Garnacho as well.
Which I don't understand. Garnacho is bro. He's a young talent. Fucking. That's what a manager should be.
yeah.
Like look at Mourinho. Look at Klopp. When young players talk about them, they fucking look at them as dads. and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
like role models. They love to play for him.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're Ten Hag, you wanna inspire these players, not fucking be a bitch to them.
Definitely 100%. I think like when Pep Guardiola or Klopp puts their foot down, it's
Everyone knows.
everyone knows, and it's like you don't feel like it's they don't go public with it. I feel the press has to dig for it, but every problem United had, the players were so open about what's happening, and the
Yeah.
manager was so open about what's happening as well.
Yeah, like you can sense it.
Yeah.
You can sense there's like something going
Exactly,
on.
and it always felt unnecessary. Like I felt everything that happened, say with Ronaldo, right? Like for me, everyone was saying Ronaldo's a problem before Ten Hag came in. Ten Hag came in and then got rid of Ronaldo essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
It kind of felt like a fan pleaser moment that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
With Sancho had disciplinary issues.
Yeah, which is like.
Yeah,
You don't
right.
want to hear that.
Right, you know, like if you had disciplinary issues, yeah, fair enough, right? Like punish him, but it was just the way he punished him. Everything was public, like it was on Twitter, it was in the post bloody match interviews and stuff like that. It wasn't like that with Pep Guardiola and Cancelo. So
That's very true. Yeah, it's with us. It's dealt privately if a player doesn't have the attitude for it.
yeah,
Like we got to a point, Sane didn't have the attitude as well. And we got rid of him, but there was never like falling out to that level.
and it was so quick. It felt like it happened within a week with Cancelo and Guardiola.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I love about those kind of managers, Guardiolas, Jose's, Klopps. It's like
As soon as you don't buy into them, you're like,
Bro.
they get rid of you straight away.
Cancelo's the best fullback in the league. Out the fucking
Yeah.
door of Bayern, just like
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah, no, like, and I think that's what like makes Guardiola such a great man manager.
Yeah.
And same with Klopp. Like you said, a lot of players look at him and like that.
Well, look at what he's been able to get out of Grealish. Like,
Yeah.
Grealish, when he started, he wasn't that crash hard.
Yeah.
Now, like, maybe this year he's not fallen off, but he's not in the same form that he was in the treble year.
Yeah.
But, like, he was on fire that treble
He
year.
was, and it was like I was rooting for Grealish that year for no reason at all. Like I
You come
really
from
I think
Oh,
just
shit.
the post season celebrations is
Yeah.
reason enough to
Yeah.
be rooting for
Did
Grealish.
you see that?
I
video?
loved
can relate
every
to this
single
guy.
thing that like came out. Like if I had won a treble,
Yeah.
I
This
was
is
doing
what
the
I'd
exact
fucking do.
same things that this man would be doing.
Did you see the video the next morning of like this fan on the light rail just like recording and Jack Grealish is like on the side of the road about to hop on the
Yeah,
light
man.
rail?
Man, he had
Sure,
like a
this is
week-long bender.
Yeah,
that
this is like the morning after he won the
Oh,
Champions
that's so
League,
good.
and he's got no City player next to him in sight. There's no one. It's just him
It's
there.
just him. It's just like the
No
last
security.
Honestly, we City haven't had those kind of players who like are passionate. We've had a few of them, and Grealish is one of them.
Yeah.
It's like you love that he loves the club.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a lot of them, but he's one of them.
In saying that, I do feel recently Guardiola's been limiting Grealish's like ability. I
Yeah.
feel like he took Grealish to here, but I feel like Grealish can go even
He did play
higher.
very well in the semi-final, the FA Cup semi. No, sorry, not the semi-final. No, I'm saying the semi-final for the FA Cup against Chelsea. He started that game, and it's not until he came off and Doku came on where the fucking difference was made. Doku was the one that passed the ball to De Bruyne
Yeah.
right before your deflected goal.
Awesome.
The only way you guys can score against a deflection.
We'll fucking take it.
Also, I want to go back to that FA Cup semi-final, the handball that was Chelsea, right?
Oh.
So I don't understand how you.
I don't think it was.
No, alright, you can think that. That's fine, right? Like, I just don't know how you don't call that a handball and then you call the one that went against United a handball because it's a very, very similar
pissed me off?
like situation.
What pissed me off is VAR didn't even intervene. It was just.
Didn't they check it secretly or like quickly? I feel like that's what they
Then
did.
it hits his hand,
Yeah.
and it fucking 100% hit his hand.
Yeah.
That should have been a penalty.
So, like, yeah, I want to know because you're a City fan. Do you think the Coventry penalty was a penalty?
I think we were speaking about this. It's one of those things. If the ref had given it, you'd say it's a tough call because it's like, what the fuck's the player supposed to do? But
Yeah.
it's a pen. The ref doesn't give it as well. You're like, look, it's a close one, and you can't say it's outright a penalty. That's how I saw it. Like, if that goes against me, I'm probably like, why wasn't that a penalty?
But it is the same situation, right? Like in both scenarios, an arm is moving in an unnatural position, and in both scenarios, the ball strikes the hand, not the hand
Yeah,
strikes
it's
the
not-
ball. Do you know?
It's
what
not
I'm
within
trying to
like the
say?
silhouette of
Yeah.
his body. It's not like close up to him.
Yeah.
His arm is out, and it even if it's a small nick, it hits his arm in an unnatural position.
How much out we
In the
talking?
box.
Because it's like when you're playing, you can't be defending like this shit, right? Like, that's
You
what I
can
mean.
put
If your elbow is like
if
fully
you're
flared, that's different.
if you're in the wall, you can put your hands behind your back. You can keep them to
Yeah.
your side and turn over, try and
Yeah.
make the ball hit your back. He
His arm
puts
was
his
like-
arm out.
Look.
His arm is out in
Yeah.
an unnatural position. That's a handball.
Yeah.
And
Look.
for the VAR not even to like properly look at it, have like a quick scan, and even let the ref call that a goal kick,
Yeah.
even though it clearly hit the wall at least.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's why it's like they called it a goal kick, even disregarding that it even touched Grealish.
That's one of the ones like yes. Like
Yeah.
you add salt into the room.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I am salty as fuck about this call.
Yeah. Look, for me, it's one of those things where I don't care if you call it handball or not handball. Just have some consistency with the
100%.
rule.
Like it's weird. It feels like every ref just sees the rules differently, and they'll just change it game to game. And it's like, what are we doing here? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should move on to start bench still. Carly had a few of them that he wanted to say.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna get the big one out of the way because we've had our arguments about this. I'm gonna say Saka, Foden, Palmer.
Saka, they all play right hand side or left footers.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, we're Gareth Southgate trying to pick numbers.
Hi, good
Yeah,
point.
Yeah. Are we saying right now?
I'm saying right now.
Right now, I start Foden, bench Palmer, and sell Saka.
That's just the right answer.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just the right
okay.
answer.
You know what? I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Because look, I think this is what I was gonna say for hot takes, but I might as well just say it now. I think that Palmer could have a higher ceiling than Foden. I think that right now we're only in the breakout season of Palmer.
Yeah.
And Foden's been in this Man City team for how many years? Like
5 years now.
Yeah. I'm saying the Man City system helps Foden out a lot. Where you chuck Foden in this Chelsea squad, or you chuck him in like West Ham, or does he make the same impact that Palmer does to this Chelsea team?
I think absolutely. Like, without a doubt. Hey, Lily.
Lenny.
Hello, I don't know what it is.
Thank you so much.
I'm cutting up stuff now, so just give me 5 seconds.
I'll grab a tissue as well.
Look, I might be in Delulu land,
Look,
but I think that Palmer is a very, very good player. People writing him off saying that he only scores penalties, I think don't watch any Chelsea games.
Yeah, no, everyone, you know, my brother, who's a Liverpool fan, right, called Palmer a pen merchant, but wouldn't accept the fact that Salah's a pen merchant. Right?
It's different.
No, sorry. Listen,
different things.
Listen to what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying Salah's a pen merchant, right? But Salah, I believe, has scored the same amount of penalties as Palmer this season, but Palmer has more goals than Salah.
I disagree on that. Palmer has 9 penalty goals. I think Salah has 5.
I'm gonna double because I double checked this the other day.
Like 9 pens, 20 goals. Look, you can't be a midfielder who scores 20 goals and not be amazing. Like, he's clearly amazing, right? But I don't know. Is he gonna get another 20 goal a year season? Like, it could definitely be a fluke.
But it's also like pens aren't like.
No, you're right. Look,
to
it's
do
a skill.
100% of your pens.
Bro, City, if we had good pens,
it's not.
It's hard. It's hard to
Yeah.
score.
Like we saw how good's Bernardo Silva, and like how much do we rate Bernardo Silva? But that pen against fucking Real Madrid was fucking rank.
Like, it's a confidence thing more than a skill thing. You need to have the confidence for it. Palmer has freaking confidence, man. He believes in himself.
He does, and that's why I think that down the line, if either this Chelsea team decides to get good, or I'll be realistic, we might see him go to a better squad, a better fucking like a Barcelona or Real Madrid or whatever comes knocking. I think he could have such a fucking high ceiling. That kid.
So you're saying that Palmer doesn't have the potential to be as good as Foden or better than Foden?
No, I think he can get to the
that's essentially what you're
impact it is. I think Foden has a higher ceiling, 100%. Guardiola, I believe, has said he thinks Foden could contest the Ballon d'Or 1 year. I haven't seen that in Palmer this year. Like, he's played phenomenal, but I haven't seen him be a world beater.
To be honest, I haven't seen that in Foden yet either.
You haven't? Bro, he's...
Who
Have you seen the United game? You won't watch the United. Have you seen the Aston Villa game?
I'm not.
We're losing 1-0. He scores a hat trick to get us back.
I'm not discrediting Foden, but he's obviously a great player, but his form lasts in bursts.
That's goals. That's the thing about Foden. He doesn't just score goals. Like, he helps the midfield. He helps the attack go. You know, he doesn't lose the ball. Amazing in possession. Helps build up players much. Like. And he scores goals as well and gets his assists. You know? So he has the output of goals and assists, and he helps build up play as well. That's what I love.
But he's also doing his build-up play with fucking Rodri, De Bruyne, and we've got Palmer.
Where did Palmer come from? Like, he couldn't break out in the City squad.
Yeah, but look at the...
He played a couple games, he never broke out.
He broke out, and as soon as he started to break out, fucking Chelsea swooped in and bought him. I think that's what's happened. I reckon he would have gotten fucking game time in City games this season. He would have gotten more than fucking Rico Lewis has this season. That's for sure.
Look, me and you discussed this already. My opinion is if Palmer was in the City squad, he wouldn't have as much of an impact as he does in the Chelsea squad. In saying that, Foden wouldn't have as much of an impact in the Chelsea squad as he does in the Man City squad because it's a style of play thing.
But man, you don't know. You haven't seen him in that position.
Foden. His style of play, I'm not comparing him to like Mudryk or Madueke, but it's a very winger play style, right?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't, like the thing is with Palmer is he picks up the ball anywhere and he does something with it.
We could play him in the 10 if we wanted to. We could play. Only place I did not like seeing him was in striker.
Yeah, you shouldn't play
I think
him.
that's
He needs to
played
be.
him striker?
Yeah, we've played him striker, and it's fucking.
He needs to
Wait,
be in a position where he can
don't
get
you-
involved.
Ah, yeah, because was Jackson injured? I'm guessing that's why.
Everyone's fucking injured.
It's better than Jackson.
Bro, we waited a year for Nkunku to come to the squad, and we've seen him play. Like, I can count on my hands how many times I've seen him play in a fucking Chelsea jersey.
Yeah.
It's been painful, man.
It has been. What do you think of the Madueke Jackson penalty on Palmer?
That should never happen.
Oh, wow. You know how happy I was.
Ever.
Right.
You know where I'd expect to see that happen?
Oh, fucking fine.
Sunday league.
Like under 16s Sunday league.
Yeah.
Like that was just embarrassing, man, for the whole team.
Yeah.
And yeah, that just shows
It
the
ruined such a good performance.
it shows the immaturity of the squad. It's just
Yeah.
like they're all a bunch
Yeah.
of like individuals. They're not
Mhm.
playing as a team. I think that sums
Yeah.
up our year perfectly.
Yeah, and it was sad to see because for me, like, I like Madueke as a player. Jackson, I'm not sold on. I will never be sold on. Even if he scores 30 goals this season, I will not be sold
So
on.
yeah, I've had bursts where I love Jackson, and then there's times where I fucking
What
DM
do you love
Jackson and
about
tell him that I fucking hate him. Like, there's just I go through periods with this bloke. I'm hoping that Bold Jackson creates a new era. Have you seen that he shaved his head?
Oh, he shaved his head?
He shaved his head.
Put his haircut
And
on.
I'm hoping that him transitioning from the Colgate haircut to, to the bold haircut,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that he finds something, like when Mason Mount went bold.
Yeah.
But you know what problem with Jackson is, like, he doesn't look like he has the finishing, and that's the biggest thing for a striker.
Yeah.
Like, speed is a big thing, technical ability is a big thing,
No,
but the finishing, if you don't have it, I've never seen it come.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying,
Mm.
and that's why I think Jackson's best position for Chelsea FC is on the left.
I think it's on the bench.
Now, honestly, I see him more of a fucking winger
Alright.
than I do a striker, because he's got the speed. He does have the dribbling. When he wants to fucking dribble, he can dribble. When I watch him play off the right, and he's got Nkunku in the middle and like Palmer just behind, or Palmer on the right, we look so good.
Mm.
Like, we just need that striker, that talisman, to show up, whether it's an Osimhen or whether it's a fucking Ivan Toney or something. We need that striker that's gonna bury, that has that killer instinct.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in the City game, Jackson goes straight
We
through,
said the
Oh
same
my
exact
runs
thing.
around
We said
Edison.
the same exact thing.
Any striker with that killer mentality shoots as soon as he's past Edison. As soon. What does he do? He stays on the ball, he looks around, passes it to nobody, and you guys get the ball straight back.
Yeah.
It was great. You never see.
We could have beat you guys 3-0, 3-1 if we fucking buried our chances that game.
Yeah. I like the full that, potentially. But no, we're saying the same exact thing. You like, he was in the position, and you're like, alright, if he's a good striker, that's where he wants to be. That's his favorite position, and he buries it, and he just didn't. And that's terrible.
He didn't look like he wanted to shoot. He's like, it kind of felt like, oh shit, I'm 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to shoot. What do I do?
Yeah, because he's had so many one-on-ones where he just like skies it.
Mm.
It's a rough one. We just need a striker, and we need some experience in the team.
Mm.
I agree.
It's true. Yeah. Alright.
Anyways,
Start bench still.
anyone else got to start bench cell? Do I need to go for a second
I
one?
got another one. It doesn't have to be the same position, does it?
Doesn't have to be same position. Doesn't even have to be same league. You can go all around the world.
I'll say in Premier League one more time. I'm gonna say Haaland, Salah, Ollie Watkins.
Current form right now.
Who like you have a game next week? Which of go pick those three?
Oh, I'm picking Ollie Watkins. No, you know what? Actually,
I know what I'm picking.
I think you still start Haaland.
no. Yeah, you still have to start Haaland.
I
But to be honest, the problem is right. For me, I've been watching a lot of Liverpool games lately, a lot, and I cannot stand Salah at the moment.
Yeah.
He's
feel like
my,
he's gone missing the last.
you know,
like-
ever since I put him in my fantasy team, he's gone missing. You know
It
what
always
I mean?
happens.
I put him in my fantasy team the week before he came back, so he was still injured when I put him in.
Mm.
And like last week, he'll be back next week. Came back next week, it was the game against Brighton that me, you, and Nancy watched,
Yeah.
right? And he missed.
So many chances.
Didn't he have 12 shots?
I don't know, 12, but he had a lot.
He had. I think it was the most shots from a player in a game that didn't score or something.
I
Oh, sorry,
think
that. Or the,
Well, he scored, but
He
it took
scored.
him so long to score. He had
Bro,
so
it
many
was
chances.
so bad,
Yeah.
and he's been playing like that week in, week out, and I couldn't.
I honestly think I'd trust Ollie Watkins more to come off the bench and
Yeah.
score a winner than
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
Salah at the moment.
but that's right
That's
now.
like, I'm not saying Salah in his prime. Salah in
Yeah.
his prime, 100%.
I'd take Salah in his
I think
prime over
Salah
Haaland.
now.
Because Haaland, like, he's not in his prime.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'd say that as well, to be fair.
He's had one season in the Prem, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I'm taking.
1.5. Like.
Well, he was injured for half of the half you're talking about.
He's had one season and he's scored more goals than Salah in his prime. Like, what are we
Yeah,
talking about?
but Salah didn't have the same service as Haaland was having. Look at the Liverpool team that Salah had to go with. Like, he had James Milner and fucking Henderson supplying balls to
It's
him,
true.
man.
That's a good point.
And like,
I'm not discrediting either of them. They're good. They're good players in their own right,
Yeah.
but not De Bruyne and Rodri.
yeah,
and
no, honestly,
Foden.
and with Haaland, everyone and their mum could see he was gonna break the record when City signed him before he had even played a game.
Except
right?
for Rory Jennings.
Except for Rory,
That
but
was
even
the funniest
Stevie
thing
Wonder
ever.
could have seen him, like he was going to break the record. Everyone knew he was going to do good because the problem City had was you had players like De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Foden, was Cancelo. Like you had all these players that were giving so much service to Gundogan up top. Right? Now we're like, all right, now Haaland's going to be
Yeah,
there.
he's gonna score. a big
It's
goals.
more like a quantity over quality thing. Like if you just keep pinging the ball to him, he's going to score.
Eventually, he gets his headers on.
Oh, you have a finisher up top. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Nah, you're right. It reminds me of a little bit reminds me of the old Messi versus Ronaldo debate, where like even if they score similar goals or Ronaldo scores more, Messi produces more. That's Salah. Like the way he dribbles and the opportunities he creates, it is definitely
Yeah.
more.
But yeah, going back to answering your question, I think we're saying Haaland, Watkins, Salah right now for next game.
I think I'm with that. I don't know if you are.
I'm like, as great as Watkins' form is, and it is great. I'm like, I would not say no to Salah on the bench. Like Salah on the bench, come on, man. I can't say no to that shit. You know, and like Watkins is doing great, but it's like you never know if he's gonna continue it. But you know, Salah has that brilliance. You know.
Yeah, but at the moment, it's like it's
Watkins'
hard to
form
watch.
is crazy. It is
Yeah.
very good.
It's hard to watch Salah at the moment.
Yeah.
It really is.
I love him. I think he's an amazing ambassador for Arabs and Muslims. So I always want him to do well, and he's definitely about, like you could say, he's about to go off a cliff. if
Yeah,
he's-
yeah.
So maybe you're right. Maybe it should be Watkins over him, but definitely still start Haaland.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'll go for a start bench sell. This is in their prime, okay?
Ooh.
I want them to take this in their prime. Guardiola,
Oh.
Sir Alex, or Mourinho.
I got a few context questions. I have a context questions.
Oh,
This is very important.
Yeah.
Are we saying you get them for one season, or are we saying you get them for 10 seasons?
I'm
What are we
saying
doing?
you get them for one season, and that season is their prime season.
I already know my answer. I know easily.
I can't believe you're gonna make me do this.
It should. I don't know why. This isn't even hard. This is not hard. Mourinho's by far the best. Like by head and shoulders among everyone else.
Not everyone can win the treble with Porto.
Yeah, but
No.
I love
Mourinho's
Mourinho.
there.
He's
No.
Look.
One season wonder. Who does that better than Mourinho? He came in, gave Chelsea a Premier League, came 15th, got sacked. Like you won one season. You
And then
know
he
the
came
best
back,
Mourinho.
won the league again.
15th, sacked.
Sacked.
Why is this a debate? Like Guardiola, his first seasons haven't always been the best. With City, that first season wasn't the best. I would not have him.
So we're just talking one season, and that's it.
It has to be. It has to be Jose.
Look, okay.
Jose will build a team to die for him in one season. Yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend that like I know every single detail about Fergie because I'm not gonna lie, that was right before my time. Like I think as he retired, that's when I started getting into football. So I remember it was just David Moyes.
Yeah.
When United.
Yeah.
But maybe for one season, if we are going like that, then maybe it would be Jose first.
So then, who you mentioned?
That's a tough one. Like, that's a very tough one. I honestly, I would say to Alex, simply because Guardiola has a style. If we're playing Jose Mourinho style, and you give Guardiola that team, they're gonna go.
And to be fair, the United treble winners weren't hit with 115 charges just before
No. Stop this shit. What are you doing? Don't get that involved here, okay? That's irrelevant.
It's a valid point.
I love how everyone's like, oh, the charges. The charges because we spent too much money, right? We've spent the same money as United in the same time frame, okay? We did it legally, but we spent the same money. No, we did it illegally. We did it illegally. But it's the same money we spent. They could have bought our players, they didn't. They could have got our managers, they didn't. And so they were.
No,
get this bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't take the achievement away from the manager and the players, okay? You can say they did it legally, but every team was trying to do what we were doing. So don't get that shit out of me.
It was just the way that you guys did it. I think just like
I think it's a bit sus, man.
pumping money with like sponsors that your owners owned.
So you're telling me spending 300 million in a transfer window is allowed? Get the
And
fuck
we
out
got
of here.
banned from the transfer market.
I don't care. Get out of here, man. You spend
Oh,
200.
no, wait, Chelsea fucking copped it without transfer bans and fucking all that shit.
Bro, everyone else got point deductions.
Yeah.
Why did we get a 2-year transfer?
We got 2-year transfer ban and we
Yeah,
won the
transfer
fucking
ban.
Champions League
I
during it.
will happily take it.
Not after it.
I'll
Right,
happily.
just right after. We didn't bring anyone.
Two came in and popped off.
Yeah, we brought in Thiago Silva and fucking.
Mendy
And he
and
didn't even
shit.
play in the final. He got injured.
All I'm saying is I would have taken a 12-point deduction over a 2-year transfer ban. We were doing fuck all that season anyway. I think it was Conte's second season, so we're in we were fourth or fifth.
Right.
Fourth or fifth? Can't remember. It was Conte's second season. Yeah, we would have just ended up in a lower Europa League spot. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd say Fergie and then Guardiola.
Nah, because you can't give Guardiola a Jose Mourinho team. Like, you wouldn't be able to play him as well as Fergie.
That's fair.
That's a very good one.
I think I've got one more before we move on.
Alright, let's hear it.
Let's go Bellingham, Rice, Pedri.
Right now?
Right now.
Starting Bellingham. I don't think it's even a question.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I haven't seen enough of Pedri. I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen a bit,
He's so
and yeah, he's a good technician. I think he's a bit overrated.
He's not on those two levels. Here's the thing, sorry. The problem is, Rice is one of the best CDMs in the world. Bellingham isn't a CDM, you know, like, what are we talking about?
It's box.
Because,
box.
I can say this,
10.
we all know in City, the best player is De Bruyne, best goal scorer is Haaland, but the most important player is Rodri, and anyone who watches City says that. So, Rice is one of those things. You can have a Bellingham who's amazing, and he could be the best player, but you need a CDM. It's like,
In saying that, Arsenal got just as close to winning the league last season without Rice as they did this season.
no,
They were closer, I'd say.
Yeah. No, they brought in Rice this season. Did they
Yeah,
not?
they brought Rice in this season, 100 million.
Well, this season they're doing better.
Because last season Rice won the Conference League with West Ham.
That's true, yeah.
And this season they've looked a lot better. Like,
I would say their brand of football looks more solid than what it did last season.
honestly, Arsenal, they've done something which I don't know why it's not spoken about enough. Maybe because just everyone hates Arsenal fans, but like they've built the youngest team and they've made them arguably the best team in the league. How
Yeah.
fucking awesome is
Yeah,
that?
I know.
Like,
if only they had better fans, honestly. I'd want them to win the league.
Yes,
But I hate
100%.
seeing AFTV, them chanting Habit's name after they beat Chelsea. I just want to
Even
chuck
I
them
fucking
over.
want to do that.
Yeah, I used to love the AFTV when they were like
Troops and
losing.
Yeah.
When they
Then
were
now,
losing and going angry. Now I'm just like, oh, these cunts.
Yeah. They just hype up the Invincible season. That's the last time they won the league.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Xabi Alonso's going to do a better Invincible season.
Oh, I
so.
can't wait for that as well.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go on to a hot take that
This is the last thing of the Premier League.
we'll do a combined 11 with Chelsea City and then we'll move on. But
I have not prepared at all for this combined 11 as well.
it's
So
not straight off
the
top of the head. I reckon we just go one position at a time and all say who we think.
Yeah, I think so.
But he said something to me the other day, and I'm going to ask you the same question, right? Who is the most dominant team of the Premier League era, in your opinion?
It has what, like, team is like one season,
No, I mean like.
or like just like a
Dang.
dynasty.
So much Louis.
Like, I mean like. Well, it depends what you like. What's dominance to you?
I'd say it would still be United, like the Fergie time United.
Yeah.
Like it could be City later on down the road,
Mhm.
but I still think that United team has to be the most dominant.
That's
The
exactly
Premier
what I
League
said. He has a different opinion.
Yeah, he reckons Man City.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think.
It needs to be charged. Sorry.
No, let's. Okay, alright. When I say dominance, I'm saying dominance in a season and dominance over time, okay?
In
I
a
think-
season. In a
I
season.
just
yes,
realised you guys are
insurance.
taking a video.
Easily.
That's alright.
Like, City, not only did they get Centurions, they got 100 points, they got 98 points, they got 94 points. Not only have they done all that, they won back-to-back, came second, then won 3 in a row. You're talking about 5 in 6 years after getting 100 points, 98 points, 94 points. United with Fergie never even hit 90. And this was in a time where fucking City were a mid-table team, were even relegated and shit. The mid-table teams would spend like one transfer in a summer. Like they weren't spending what these teams were spending.
Yeah, but it's the inflation as well. Like
There's inflation,
at that time, like fucking 25, 30 million, 50. I remember 50 million for Fernando Torres. How big of a deal
Yeah, that was huge.
Like, I don't know, the Premier League. You could have a point where the Premier League wasn't as strong
I
back then,
think
because at that
strongest
point,
in-
like the Serie A was
Yeah.
considered the strongest league, and La Liga.
I think it's the strongest it's ever been. Like I think the quality of the whole league has gone up. Even though maybe it's slightly overrated, I still think it's better than what it was fucking 20 years ago. And City are dominating in the most dominant period of the Premier League.
Okay, well, I've got an article up here, right? It says that Man United average just over, in the Premier League era, have averaged just over 2 points per game.
Yeah.
Across the entire Premier League era,
Okay.
right? Man City are fifth. It doesn't say who's first to fourth. It just says the top 4 are United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City are fifth. And that's points per game in the Premier League era.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can put City in
Very,
first.
very. Can I answer this?
Yeah.
Very easily. They're not on the screen.
I think that was just recently.
Yeah.
There we go.
City
Yeah.
were a mid to lower mid-table team
Mhm.
and getting no points.
Okay. In the Premier League era.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Since they became a title contender,
Mhm.
they've done exceptionally well.
Fair.
Over the last 15 years, where the league has been the most dominant, they've done exceptionally well.
Completely valid.
They went from whatever we were now, was
Yeah.
what, 5th altogether?
Yeah.
It's like, that shows you how much dominance there was for City.
Completely valid. But your question isn't who's been the most dominant period since City has been dominant. It's been who's been the most dominant team in the Premier League era.
But here's what I say though. I think a team isn't just like a club. I think a team is an identity of players.
Yeah.
You know? I think like look at Liverpool. 2014, where they challenged for the title with Suarez Gerrard.
Yeah.
It's completely different in my opinion to 2020 where they won with Salah, Mane, etc. You know? Same club but different teams because the backbone was different, the managers were different, etc.
Yeah.
United went through multiple different backbones. That was with the same manager.
Yeah.
But
City now.
Isn't that a testament to that United?
Yeah, the fact that they won the Premier League.
Went through that many backbones,
And
that many like rotating players.
I think they did it longer, but I don't think they did it to a high quality. And I think the quality, with a little bit of longevity, I think that shows you dominance.
But they had still a very high quality of players, and they had the longevity. Yeah, City look. I think that this City team, maybe not this specific team, but a few years ago, this City team, because I think this City team is the worst City team we've had in the last few years, right?
I disagree. But
Disagree. Anyway, I think that the City team you had a few years ago, Centurion City team, is better than any Man United team that has ever been put together. That's my opinion. But in saying that, I don't think a team that's been that good for one season that you've been good for multiple seasons. I don't think quality for a short amount of time can erase dominance over decades. United dominated 9 years and they dominated the 2000s. You've dominated half of the 2010s and half of the 2020s.
we dominated the 2010s. We won in 2012, 2014, and then won in 2018, 19, 20. Well, that's 4 in 10 years, which is pretty sick. And now we're dominating the 2020s. It's like it's pretty fucking bad.
So how many league titles have you won in the Premier League era?
I think we're going to 7.
Can we search it up?
Are we just talking like?
This year, if we win, will be 8.
Are we only talking Premier
Since
League,
1990, yeah.
We're only talking. We're not like taking into fact like how many Champions Leagues, FA Cups, and all those kind of trophies that the United squad won in that time. as well.
If we're talking clubs, I think definitely United's better. But I'm saying for like an identity of a team, I'll give it to this City team that's existed.
So Man United,
13 league titles, remember that.
that's United, and you have won 7 in the same era. I don't think it's I agree with Carl that you could be the most dominant team in the Premier League era, but not right now.
I think it's too early still.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
like calling Haaland
if you
the best player in
guys
the world.
do, if you guys
She was
continue to
last year.
dominate past like 26, 27, 28, I'd maybe say, yeah, you know what? These guys are more dominant. And if you guys get a couple more Champions Leagues under your belt, because currently, like, Chelsea have more fucking Champions League than you guys do.
But that's also something that
beat
Sir
us.
Alex struggled
You guys only have one more Champions League than Arsenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot. Yeah.
How many do United have? 1 or 2?
2 with the Sir Alex.
2 with Sir Alex.
Yeah.
Because that's something that Sir Alex always got criticism for as well.
It's Champions League.
His Champions Leagues. But, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree.
I don't know. I sort of get your point. What I'm saying is, like, I don't think you give a team over 15 years. I think you give a team over like an era of an identity of teams.
Yeah.
You know, those United teams, they had Rooney, Ronaldo before, like they had Cantona and Andy Cole, etc. Like they were different teams combined. So I treat them as different.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll see your point.
I see it.
Thanks,
Disagree.
Roddy.
Absolute God.
Was that your hot take?
Well, that was your hot take, I think, not mine.
I guess so.
Alright, combined 11. See, I don't think it's going to go well for us, I'm not going to lie.
We're doing all time though, not.
Oh, you want to do all time?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Oh,
'cause
okay, now you have a chance.
it's
Now you have a
gonna be,
chance.
it's gonna be
Can
all
we-
City. I'm not gonna fucking put fucking Enzo Fernandez over Rodri.
I might take your keeper because I've seen him make good saves. But that's
Alright, okay.
If
If it's-
I can't fucking know it.
Oh, man.
I see him one day. I'm like, why is this guy in goal? Why is he good?
Yeah, we'd say all time, but really it's since like 2000. Because
That
that's
was
when
fi-
Chelsea
2005,
yeah, essentially, we won 04, 05.
We have that Abramovich era.
Yeah.
No.
So since then, because no one's taking any players before then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to put in players like that were before that time because I didn't watch them. I'm not too sure.
It's tough because I've heard a lot about the old players, but I haven't seen as many of yours. So I think I'm gonna disagree.
Fair. All right. Well, if we start with the goalkeeper,
I think,
I think
goalkeeper
it's
should
so
be a
clean.
clean sweep.
yeah, it's so clean to check.
Yeah, I'd love Edison. I even love Courtois because he was crazy with you guys for a few
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, but
He may have
I
been
think
your
the way
best
that he
player.
left a sour taste in our
But
mouths.
you don't judge that. You judge like the quality.
Yeah, but still, he's
Yeah.
not. He wasn't Petr Cech, man. Petr Cech was like a different animal. Like,
17 goals he conceded in one season.
Yeah.
yeah,
That is insane. Man.
yeah, that was Mourinho's first stint, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, who would have thought?
No, you give that man one season with money, it's
Yeah.
all over.
Alright, so I think left back's clear as well. I can't think of a single like world class.
Yeah, I could only think of
Cancelo was playing
Cancelo
there.
and Del Clichy and
But
Cole.
nah.
But it has to be Ashley.
Has to be Ashley
Easily,
Cole.
easily.
Yeah.
He's probably still the best left back in Premier history.
Then you got right back. Right back, there's a few in there, but
I know what I'm taking.
I think I know who I'm
I
taking.
think I know who.
I'd take Kyle Walker
Um,
every single day.
Yeah, me
I'd
too.
say Kyle Walker.
He when we bought him off Tottenham, he was 28. And people confused like, why would he spend 50 on a 28-year-old?
He's so good.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, he was the best fullback in the league, hands down. Because he can defend and he's quick.
Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome. And he
Definitely.
can even play centre back.
Right.
Two centre-backs.
I even think the two centre backs aren't even like.
Okay.
John Terry has to be in there.
I think, in my opinion, it's John Terry and Vincent Company.
See, I want to say that. My problem is everyone talks about Carvalho, and they're like, Terry Carvalho was
Yeah,
unbeatable.
see,
blah, blah, blah.
Carvalho was before my time.
That's
Carvalho
what I
was like, I had just started watching Chelsea
Yeah.
as Carvalho. I think he might have been there for a season.
So the viewers at home may see him. And they're like, oh, he was amazing. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. And I see Company, man. He had Otamendi as a partner. And Otamendi played like fucking shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he was amazing for us, genuinely. The only problem is he couldn't play, he got injured. But when he
Yeah.
was playing, he was the best.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'd say so. I'd say.
So do we all agree on the back
four,
five?
yeah, back five.
Yeah, back five.
I think the next position is the one that's going to be like most
Yeah.
CDM. Because you're going to say Rodri, I feel like, but you also have the likes of Yaya Toure if you want to play him CDM. You have Makelele, you have Essien, you have Kante,
I'm going to say the player I seen played best.
Fernandinho.
Fernandinho,
Yeah.
CDM.
I'm taking Fernandinho at 6th place behind the 5 I just
You
named.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you didn't watch City. For context, like that was the year I watched every City game.
Yeah.
That man did miracles. I don't understand how. He had some voodoo. If he had started the Champions League final, you guys don't have the second Champions League. I'm telling you now.
No.
Like,
See,
Get the fuck out of here, fucking Guardiola.
I'm so set on Kante. Can't like. I don't know whether it's because that was like the fucking peak of me watching
Yeah.
football, but Kante was just unbelievable. Like for such a small body type and for such a a little just like a little shit running around the fucking pitch, bro. He was in everyone's business, man. He would
you
come
hate
from
him.
like
Yeah.
the fucking corner post, run down, he'd catch up to you and slide tackle you from the back and be completely leaving.
Yeah, I'm so torn between like Kante and like I can't put Yaya Toure there because he wasn't really that
No, it wasn't
defensive.
even CDM.
But then if you don't put Toure there, then because you're not going to put him at the other two centre midfield spots.
He had a really good season. I don't know about that.
Like, but then you got like Makelele was just before my time. Essien was like as I was growing
Yeah.
up.
So
I have an Essien jersey at home
Yeah.
from when I was like 5.
That's cute.
So,
Ramirez.
My free fire, everyone fucking loved that man.
Mikel,
Yeah, 88 pace, 7 defensive mid. Yeah, bro.
look, I think I have to say Kante because I watched him the most.
Mm.
I think Kante is the only player out of all of them to win Player of the Year. Premier
He
Player
won
of
it
the Year.
over Hazard in one season.
Which he didn't. Hazard deserved that one, but you know, it just Kante won it back to back.
Yeah.
Kante is also one of, I don't know if he's one of or the only player. Oh, you know what? No, it would be Thierry Henry as well. To win the World Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League. What else is it? Club World Cup, fucking Euros.
Did he win the FA Cup at all?
Did you go?
Yes, with
One-
Antonio Conte, yeah.
Yeah, one of the, yeah.
Wait, did France win the? When did France win the Euros?
France won the Euro.
They won the World Cup. They won. The
So
Euros.
they won the Euros, I think.
They lost in 2016 to Portugal.
Yeah. Who won in 2020? Oh, it was
Wasn't
actually
it Italy?
2021. Yeah, it was Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I don't think France have won a Euros. No, he hasn't won a
They're
Euros.
not one of Euros.
They got to. They were supposed to win in 2016, but they
that's
lost.
right.
to
Yeah, Portugal. Yeah. Well, the World Cup though still.
Yeah. Nah, it's freaking insane. Genuinely. Nah. In terms of accolades, I can see you give it to. And he won a freaking league at Leicester. Let's be real.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm going Fernandinho because of what I've seen, but I can see why you go Kanté.
I can't believe you've gone for.
I can't believe you got Fernandinho over Rodri.
Yeah, I would have gone.
No,
Rodri.
no,
Like,
no,
I know
no.
Rodri hasn't really proved, but he's so important.
And Rodri scored
He
the
fucking gets
goal
there,
to
yeah.
win
That was
the
his
Champions League.
But in terms of quality, I haven't seen anyone play that position better than Fernandinho. Genuinely. And this team is stacked, so it's like you don't need him to score goals.
Fair. Alright, the two midfield positions. I know who I'm taking.
But here's the thing, I gotta see because there's so many players. I'm like, there's De Bruyne, Lampard, Bernardo Silva,
David Silva.
obviously
Yaya
Bernardo Silva,
Toure.
Yaya. Are there Chelsea players in there?
There's Lampard.
Is Lampard the
we
only
can also
midfielder?
trying to think because we can also say like, why am I blanking? There are
Chelsea midfielders.
You guys were shit midfield.
it says Fabregas.
Yeah.
But he's
I
not.
feel like he retired at Chelsea.
Yeah,
Even though he didn't retire at Chelsea, he
him,
retired at Chelsea.
him and Diego Costa,
Crazy.
that duo was fucking crazy. That's what won us the fucking 2017 Prem.
Costa was annoying to play, honestly.
Oh man.
I
I mean, we had De Bruyne at one point.
Look, I'd honestly say, I'd say De Bruyne and Lampard.
That's who I was gonna put in as well, De Bruyne and Lampard.
That's the obvious one. It's like I think De Bruyne's probably better than David Silva.
Yeah, but then you look at players like David Silva and Yaya Toure miss out. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Lampard.
No, you can't not have
Lampard's
Lampard.
still our highest ever goal scorer at the
Yeah.
club.
That's what I mean. A midfielder who was scoring like 20 goals a season. It's insane. That's what Yaya did one year. It was fucking crazy in 2014. But it's like, yeah, but I did that a lot more times.
Yeah. I can't believe like the quality of midfielders in the Premier League in that era as well. Like like we've tried putting like all-time Premier League, like then you introducing like Scholes, Vieira. It's like
Gerrard.
yeah. There's so many great players.
There's a hard list to make. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to make cuts.
I'd go De Bruyne and go Lampard.
Okay.
Probably, yeah, it's probably the goal.
Alright. Left wing.
Okay, wait.
I know who I have.
Yeah.
It's good. Look, it's got to be Eden Hazard. It's got to be Hazard.
I can't think of anyone who comes close.
You got Sterling.
Yeah,
You
right.
got Who else have you guys had in the left wing?
Sane.
You got Doku and Grealish now.
Sammy Nasri, you can't forget.
Like none of those players get in. It's just like no one has gone to the level of Hazard in those two teams as a winger.
I said he has a
Yeah, easily. I don't think that's not even close.
I think so.
right wing. Maluda.
I'm trying to think who's better than Mahrez. I'm trying to think of a
Mahrez
winger
was-
better than Mahrez. I can't think of anyone.
Maybe Sane for a season.
They didn't do long enough.
Didn't do it for long enough.
Mahrez did longer. Mahrez won Player of the Year. Multiple
Won it with
friends.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. How about that? 1 second. I'm gonna look up Chelsea wingers and I'll look up City wingers just to get
So I feel like it's Hazard, Lampard. Hazard, Mahrez, sorry. Yeah, City, we haven't had actual wingers, you know. Unless you want to put like Grealish on the wing, but that's
you
all
wouldn't
we-
put Grealish
Yeah.
in a like an all-time combined 11. Ah, jeez. I can't. It's very hard to find the list. I might have to chat GPT it.
That's fine. But I'd go Mahrez. I'd go Mahrez on the right.
I think.
Oh, I feel so weird putting Mahrez in this thing. I don't know why. I feel like we're missing someone big.
But now, what big winger? Willian, Pedro? Like, they're not
Andre
getting-
Schürrle. Brother.
Alright, let's have a look. ChatGPT always has an answer. Name me past Chelsea winners.
Sorry, I kept.
Hazard, Robin, Maluda, Joe Cole, Damien Duff,
No one there's better than Mahrez
No.
plus Hazard.
But even like
Salah. There you go.
But
He's
even
the
like,
best.
surely there's someone that's played in City, right?
No, we don't have good wingers then. See, like none of them.
Do you
are
want
good
to chuck
wingers.
David Silva outright?
Like, you could, but he wouldn't play as winger. You could.
Other than
I'll give it to Mahrez.
I wouldn't say because David Silva was 10 most of the time. At right wing, I don't think he's doing as much.
Yeah.
Than,
100%. It'd have to go in the middle, or else he just wouldn't get involved as much.
I guess it has to be Mahrez.
Which is why I think we're disrespecting Mahrez. He's fucking awesome. Multiple Premier League
I think
winner,
so. I think it
one
has to be
Premier League of the
Mahrez.
year.
Look, we'll go
Amazing
we'll go past the right wing. We'll say Mahrez. This is where I think there's going to be the biggest kerfuffle.
So Drogba or Aguero?
Drogba or Aguero as a striker.
Sorry, go. I know a striker who scored more than both of those two in one season. So,
Are you going to put
what
Haaland
the
in
fuck you
there?
guys are on
I'm
about?
sorry, how many Champions League winning goals does Aguero have?
None.
How many Champions League goals does Haaland have?
Has Drogba scored 36 goals in a season?
Doesn't matter, he won a Champions League.
Did he score it? in a
Yeah,
season?
but he scored when it matters.
Yeah.
Where
Did he
your
score it-
striker goes missing when
Did
it
he
matters.
score it? Just tell me, did he score 36 goals in one season?
Didn't need to. Lampard and him combined, crazy.
No, how? But what can Drogba do that Haaland can't? Tell me.
Scoring the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Well, Haaland can head. I'd say Drogba's a little better at heading, but Haaland still has good heading. He's got the pace.
He's got the pace on Drogba.
He's got. Yeah, I'd say he's got the positioning in Drogba.
Positioning is
Yes.
very, very. Sorry, how much did you watch Drogba?
Very little. But here's what I know: they call Haaland a tapping merchant.
I'm
and
just saying.
anyone who's a tapping merchant is just amazing at positioning.
I'm just saying we're both watching Haaland right now, and we have both also watched
Go
Drogba.
for Chelsea. Obviously, gonna say Drogba. Something. Like, it's like, no shit. But one of them scored 36 goals and is a complete striker. And it's just simple.
Why? How is Drogba not a complete striker?
He's slow.
Drogba was literally the definition of a complete striker.
He's slow.
He wasn't that slow.
He's not freaking Haaland.
No, he maybe not as fast as Haaland, but he was still like pretty pacey for his size. And he was strong. He was one of the strongest players in
He
the
was
league.
a big man.
He used to make centre backs his bitches.
I'm surprised you're taking Haaland over Aguero.
No, because it's just better.
He's had one and a half seasons with Man City.
Just a lot better.
It's like picking Ronaldo in a all-time Premier League 11.
I'm just saying, in terms of who's the best player, like performance-wise, that. Bro, he won the treble in his first year.
If we're saying like
How many trebles did Drogba win? So I just think it's pretty clear.
I'm sorry. I think I'd take like 5 different strikers over Haaland. Because he's only had 1.5 seasons
Yeah,
with
but
City.
he won everything. The only thing he didn't win was a Ballon d'Or. He's the only one of those 3 strikers that was genuinely up for a Ballon d'Or and probably should have won it. Except they wanted to give it to Messi. It wasn't fucking good.
Has he won an EFL Cup?
Okay, well, he hasn't won a Carabao Cup. I don't know if I can take it away from him. No, I'd take Haaland. Again, he's the only one of them who are genuinely going against a Ballon d'Or, against Messi for a Ballon d'Or. Like, if we're talking about moments, like Aguero is number 1 easily.
Depends what fan you are. Because I take Drogba's Champions League.
Yeah.
Anyway, stop it.
That goal against Bayern.
It was great. But was that last second hit to win the title for the first time against your closest rivals on goal difference after being 2 goals down in the 95th minute?
So by the way, to a team that should have got relegated.
It doesn't. I just laid out why.
Sorry, wait.
I just laid everything out. Don't
Drogba
come
scoring
here.
against Bayern Munich. Right?
Bayern Munich. Bro.
In that season, one of the 2 best teams in Europe.
That was the robbery. Yeah, robbery
Yeah,
era
right.
as well.
Are you talking about Drogba scoring against Bayern Munich, comparing that to Aguero scoring
Okay.
against QPR?
Let me say it. Alright, ready, guys? Ready? Drogba. Cool, right?
Yeah.
Aguero!
I will,
like this again.
Troy
Look,
Deeney's moment was better.
Troy Deeney was
That was really good.
his hog.
But no, it's not. Aguero
No, I'll give you the moment
Thank you.
because I
That
even
is-
I rewatched that
It's
goal.
fucking-
Like, holy
it-
shit, that was crazy.
You can't not get chills. You can't.
I also hate to do that.
I reckon. Have you seen the play before? What happened? It's like
You know that launch of forward of kickoff? It's like, oh, you need another goal, have the ball.
I reckon they found out they were safe and they were like, you know what?
Yeah, let's be part
Let
of
them have it.
Yeah.
Let them have it. Fuck
Honestly.
United.
Honestly.
It was funny.
Oh.
It's funny.
Alright.
Alright, that's good content.
Yeah, I think, alright, moving on. Anzac Day.
Alright, break it down for me because I'm not.
So, alright, I don't watch footy that much, but I've been trying to get back into it. So I thought, what better way to start getting back into it by watching Dragons versus Roosters on Anzac Day.
It's so sad because we usually come up
Yeah.
with Anzac Day. We perform decent.
Yeah. So,
Last year you guys did.
yeah.
Every
Last
year,
year
every
you
year,
got
I don't
like.
know it.
I remember you guys wanted it on the buzzer last
Yeah.
year for Anzac Day.
Yeah, so I'm like, alright, as a Dragons fan, Roosters are below us on the table for some reason, right?
Yeah.
Or they were below us on the
Yeah,
table, right?
yeah.
5 minutes in, we score. 6-0 we're up. I'm like, oh sweet, this is good. By half time we were down 30-6. Right? Now what annoyed me the most, right, is I'm looking at the score and I'm like, it's still possible. Right? I'm like, if we can get a quick try, momentum might come with us.
Yeah.
We come out, we dominate for 10 minutes. Roosters can't get out of their own 10-metre line. Then, and we score. The 30-12, sweet. Like 3 minutes later, Roosters score. And then the floodgates just open.
Yeah.
It was just try. It was a big. I look down and look up, and Roosters scored again.
Yeah, it's sad when your team gets fucked. Like,
You
like
just want to
high
stop watching,
points.
man.
Yeah.
I remember last year when I was watching Dogs versus Knights and we lost 66-0.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally like it was a Sunday. I was doing my meal prep.
Bro.
I look up and they've scored again. I started laughing at one point. I was like, "Fuck, man, it's so bad."
Yeah.
Bro, what do you do after like 40?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
I just had it on.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention to it. It was
Honestly,
like
yeah.
I had to just ignore it.
Yeah, and just so you know, the final score was 60-18 to the Roosters.
Yeah. The Roosters.
We got another try.
It's funny though because the Roosters haven't been that good this year. Like they started the year off alright, and then they just like dropped. They haven't been doing well. They smashed the Rabbits, and since then they've been just going a bit down. But now that they've smashed you, I reckon they're gonna go back onto the upward trajectory.
Yeah, look, it was not a good watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch.
I want to get back into it, but I would give up on that.
I noticed the Dragons are really good when they can get the ball inside like the 10. Like when the 10 metres out the line, they can put on the pressure for a very long time and they'll eventually score. But they struggle to get to that point. I don't know, like I've watched the Dragons that much, but that's what it looked like. I think there was one where it was like last and Dragons were inside their own 10.
Yep.
I was like, bro. And then when Roosters, and other things they can't tackle for shit, Dragons. Bro, Roosters are going like 60, 70 metres every like 5 tackles.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm like, how can you...
I'm telling you, you should have. Did you watch last week's game?
Nah, dude.
That was the game you should have watched. If you wanted to be like, yeah, go the
I
Dragons.
watched the highlights. It was pretty sick.
That game was that's the best I've seen the Dragons play in a long time. Like Lomax had the game of his life in centre. Scored that two-point field goal just before half time. Like I was looking at the Dragons and I'm like, what the hell, you know, like they're actually doing alright. They're a bit better than I was expecting them to be this year.
Yeah.
I almost tipped them against the Roosters. I'm so happy I didn't.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been terrible.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll watch them next week because they'll bounce back. See what happens.
Yeah.
Another big game, Storms.
Storms and the Rabbits.
Storms absolutely mauled them. If I remember.
I'm loving the fucking downfall of the Souths.
54-20.
It is one of the greatest things I've ever had to witness.
Why don't you like the Rabbitohs?
Because
I'm not big of a
Oh
Rabbitoh.
man,
I always think I always see Dragons Bulldogs as a big rivalry.
I think back in the day, that would have been a bigger rivalry.
But now we're both shit.
But like, I don't know, Dogs and Souths for me, anyways. It's that fucking. Even before that 2014 grand final, I always hated them. And the 2014 grand final, and then right after the 2015 Good Friday game, dude, we got robbed that Good Friday game. We always get robbed on Good Friday. It's fucking ridiculous. Even this year we got robbed. But I've just always hated the Souths. And just watching their downfall last year, this time last year, they were actually top of the league.
What are they
This
calling
time, they're like they're like,
Let me have a look.
I think they're 16th, just above.
They're dead last.
They're dead
Holy
last.
Because of what happened with
Yeah,
Titans
because
and Warriors.
Titans and
them?
Warriors.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead last right now. This time last year, they were top of the table. And since then, they got rid of Sam Burgess out of their staff. And since then, the games have just been terrible. I think a couple of weeks ago, I saw a stat: the last 15 games that that coach has fucking played, they've won. I think it was 8 out of 15. Or no, actually, it was less. It was 5 because they tumbled out of the 8. And they didn't even make finals final footies last year. And now they're just like tumbling down. I'm loving
They
it.
can't tumble down any further.
No,
Some winners right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like they're playing horribly. They're not playing very well. And they were supposed to be like premiership threats
That's insane.
this year.
Crazy. To go from contending to dead last, oof, that's painful.
Yeah, the better's nightmare this week was definitely Warriors and Titans.
I watched that whole game.
I think no one had bet on Titans to win. They were in dead last before this game. They had won 1 out of 6.
No, they haven't won anything.
It says here
They got 4 points,
Oh,
but
one was a bye.
one was a bye.
Sorry, yeah.
So
they
they
had
get 2
one
points for not
Yeah.
playing.
So they hadn't actually won a game this season, right?
Jesus.
So everyone's bet on Warriors to beat them, and Titans have come out and won 27-24.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was funny because this is what happens with the Warriors, and it's been happening. First game of the season against the Sharks, they did the same thing, and I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what game, but there was another game. They literally get to 12-0 up. They start the game so well, and they just fall asleep. They just fall asleep, and then they keep going down the right side, try to find Watini Lesniak, and they just keep failing. Like Johnson is kicking the fucking ball in the same spot the whole game, trying to get this play off, and it's like they don't have a plan B. It's like they just go into the same spot every time, and it's not working. And then they'll try the other side once, doesn't work, and they'll go back to the other side another 5 times. And the Titans just capitalized. They went and did their fucking work. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what's happening with the Warriors. Like,
Warriors lost last week to Dragons as well.
they're supposed to be top 4 contenders as well this year. Like, they've got a very, very good squad. They made top 4 last year.
But getting smacked by the Dragons, that ain't a good shout at all.
No.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah. So
The Eagles are...
right now, Eagles are up. So Para's up by 6 on Manly.
Sorry, man, we'll come back.
Let's have a look, see how it goes. Yeah. Other than that, something else I've been thinking about with the NRL, State of Origin. That's in a couple months now. You are a Blue, right?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no,
You're not one of those that lives in New South Wales.
I know a few of them.
Yeah.
I lose respect for them as soon as I find
I
out.
don't talk to them.
I don't understand how you can. Like, why would you go from another team in a different state that you haven't been to? So stupid.
I don't know. I don't understand it. They're just all glory hunters.
Exactly. Look, even
Because
though,
when we were growing up, they had that 8 in a row.
yeah, and everyone just didn't want to support New South Wales. So
I
they
didn't want to
changed it.
fucking support New South Wales. I still did.
I did, because every year we looked like we'd win for like 10 minutes. Like, there'll be a chance, and then fucking Slater or Kronk or someone would do something.
Honestly, look, even though I probably watched footy hardcore up until about 2014, and then I just stopped, right? But even though I stopped, every year I'd still watch State of Origin.
Mm.
It's such a big event. But in saying that, I've never been to a State of Origin.
I've never been as well. I've
Some-
always wanted to go.
Yeah, something I wanted.
Shit, I don't even think that either. Yeah.
Yeah, something I've wanted to do this year is go to a State of Origin.
I think if it was game 3, I'd just so be down.
We'll have to
I think game 1's in Sydney this
game
year.
one's in Sydney.
Game
Is it-
1's in
They
Sydney.
do still Sydney, Queensland.
They
back
change
home.
it every year.
Sometimes
Sometimes.
makes no sense. Why?
Don't get me started, bro.
Yeah.
They literally, you know
Didn't
where
they
they...
once do it in like fucking Melbourne or something?
Well, last year it was in WA, one of the games.
Wait. Like Perth?
Yeah.
Like Perth.
Yeah,
No, not
Perth.
One of the fucking cities there.
Yeah,
in
like-
Australia. Why?
And this year it's in Melbourne because they're just... I don't know. I think that it should stay in New South Wales and Queensland.
Wait, who in Perth gives a shit
I
about
think they should
fucking...
too. If you're gonna give it to any other state, you go to Victoria because at least they have NRL there.
Yeah.
But why you going all the way to WA? You've actually gone as far away from footy as possible.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
even know what NRL is out
I
there.
don't think so. I think they're all
It's like- there's like 10
AFL
people.
and football.
Guys, it's like 10 people. They're like, oh, what's this? It's a new fucking game.
Something I didn't realise was so big in Australia, or maybe New South Wales, is union.
Yeah?
It's a very rich people's sport.
Yeah, no, it's on a downfall at the moment. Union aren't pulling the numbers that league is right now.
How come Union has always been like the hardcore rugby? Like, that shit's good.
I think it was as we didn't do very well in the World Cup last year.
Right.
I think Australia is just like over Union. We haven't been very good at it for the last like 10 or so years.
Because we were decent at one point.
Yeah. And now apparently it's all down the drain from all the podcasts I've listened to because I don't really watch Union.
Yeah.
I don't really know many people that do watch Union.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, the thing is, with my job, right, I meet a lot of people from like everywhere, especially in the northern beaches, because that's where a lot of our work is. And a lot of people in the northern beaches, they send their kids to these private schools and stuff like that. And the main sport at these private schools is union, and they all verse each other.
That's insane.
And the
That's awesome.
system for union here is set up like how NFL is in America, where you then get scouted from your schools to go to higher levels.
That's awesome.
So, but it's only with union it's set up like that.
So why do they do that system in every sport? Because it's so fucking awesome.
I think you need the money to.
I guess so, yeah. That would be a big thing.
So, yeah, I don't know. I just found that pretty interesting. Like, I never heard of anything about union until I started working at my job and I started meeting people from up north.
Yeah, no.
It's popping off.
Union's a big sport within itself.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger now in New Zealand, South Africa.
South
and
Africa,
England.
I've heard it's.
Yeah, so
Very
really
big in
good.
South Africa.
Yeah. New Zealand, obviously, they've always been good at rugby, every kind.
Well, I'm pretty sure South Africa won the World Cup, the last one that went past.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, Manly scored.
Yeah, of course.
Round squad.
Yeah.
Turbo.
I don't know. Doesn't say. I'll search on my phone.
You know, watching Union, it's fucking awesome to watch, I'll be honest.
It's very confusing.
Is it?
Just like, Tommy Talau.
When you see this, when you see like a good scrum and shit, you see fucking 100-kilo men just fucking running at each other. It's so awesome.
It's just because I think because there's no tackle count. There's no. It's just like constant. You're trying to keep the ball alive.
Yeah.
You're trying to keep the ball
Bro,
alive.
it looks like a fucking war. Bro,
It is a war.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I couldn't see myself getting into rugby union for some reason.
You guys have watched the game of Union, right?
I've watched one.
I've gone to games
Okay.
before with. I used to have a mate that used to play Union, so he was into it.
Have you watched the game of NFL?
Like only the Super Bowl,
Right.
but not like fully.
I've never watched a full game.
What do you think would be worse, playing Union or playing NFL?
Worse in terms of
Union.
what?
Destroying your body.
Oh, it has to be
Union.
union. You have no
Bro,
protection.
brother.
Bro.
Don't they break their necks when they in the scrum? Because they actually have to push.
Oh,
them.
no. We're not going to this round.
How many NFL players have cauliflower ear?
I feel like that'd be a little bit. I guess they're wearing helmets. But here's the thing about NFL trucks. Imagine someone double your size running at you full speed and shoulder charging you on purpose anywhere you are on the field.
Yeah, but imagine having protection.
No,
Yeah,
but
you also
you can hide it.
The
Imagine
ball's
someone
only-
doing that
ball's
without
only-
protection.
the ball's only in play for like 4 minutes in a whole fucking NFL game.
like, bro, think of this.
It's
The
like
ball,
80 minutes of like straight violence to your body.
like the ball is there, and you can be there. Whereas in NFL, you have a man running to clothesline you.
Imagine being a forward row in NRL where your main purpose is to receive the ball from
And
one
just
half
run it
and run
straight.
straight into 3 people.
Run straight into fucking
So-
Over
Tino
and
Fasuma
over
alley, bro.
and over and over again. Just bang, bang.
I love CT as much as the next guy, but you just don't play forward row. You try and hide on the wings, and you just walk out and touch when they on touch.
Definitely. Insane
Yeah.
all of this. Do you know who popped up in my TikTok feed the other day?
Mm.
The hang train himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
I didn't
don't-
realise he's only like 36 years old.
I don't
Like-
like speaking about him anymore. Man, it hurts.
But he helped the Blues.
It's one of the things.
He did something.
But
No, like it's just so sad what happened to him. He's such a great player. He was like one of the
Yeah.
most exciting players.
Like, could it be clear? Did he like talk to an underage girl? Is that what he did?
no, it wasn't underage. I think it was sexual assault. It wasn't.
Only sexual assault.
It wasn't to a minor.
Okay, yes.
Which is Greenwood, it's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, it's just a Greenwood. It's not a. What's the other one? Fucking.
Dickinson?
I was gonna say Johnson.
Adam Johnson.
Adam Johnson.
I
That's
see an expensive sequence where he's like, Adam Johnson, he touches children.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, I love that so much.
He's with his opening pack sale thing.
My favorite clip is Stephen Tries taking off his jumper.
Oh,
and
yeah.
really fucking
Singing on a Liverpool jersey.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Kicks the ball, goes for your threes.
What is it? That's a Chris MD video.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
Chris MD's videos are
Like,
so underrated.
He
Just-
puts quality.
He gets like he nitpicks these YouTubers from everywhere and
He puts them
in the
together,
video.
yeah.
Like I remember that video. It was just drunk football.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Like,
It's like 100 shots sober and 100 shots drunk.
yes,
That's crazy.
it was something like that. But it was one of the
Insane.
funniest
That'd
videos.
kill you. What the hell?
But yeah, no. Alright, moving on to UFC.
Moving on.
Let's go.
Moving on. So, what did everyone think of 300?
Wow.
Like, probably the best card I've ever seen.
You made a lot of money.
I made a decent amount of money. It was a good day for me.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a bad day for everyone that was betting on Holloway to win by decision.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I send in the group
Yeah,
chat that
yeah.
fucking bet slip?
Yeah.
So sad.
Brother.
Was he about to win 13,000?
I think it was about 14,000 and he had all the way from points.
Just because Max wanted to do this.
Yeah, just imagine he was just like, you know, I want to actually just make sure I win this.
I'll tell you the hot take that I heard
Yeah.
yesterday. I was talking to my mate and he was like, I've got a controversial opinion. I go, go on, tell me. He goes, Alex Pereira's knockout
Yeah.
was better than the Holloway knockout.
What?
No.
That's what I said. I was just like, no.
What point did he make?
He said that the fact that he got kicked in the dick and told Herb Dean to fuck off and then proceeded to knock him out 5 seconds later.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, but then at the same time, Alex Pereira wasn't up 5 rounds.
Yeah. Like, stop it. Alex Pereira was the favourite. Jamal had fought forever, and he just handed a left hook. Holloway was up the rounds. He was the underdog, and in the last 10 seconds, for no reason, he points to the ground
Yeah.
Yeah,
and knocks out Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Go and knock
That's
him
what I
down.
said. I said the fact that he was winning the fight and still put it all on the line, pointed at the
Yeah.
middle of the fucking octagon and
Yeah.
said, let's fucking trade.
There's gonna be a picture about that, man.
Oh, 100%. Bro, that'll like, I'll remember that fight in like 20 years' time. I'll be like, bro, this fight was, this knockout, it's just such, I just wanted to beat up Tapuria so bad.
Oh yeah, straight out, man.
Like, the sad thing is, I really feel like Volk can't.
Hey, stop.
I know. I just don't want to see him get knocked out again. You know how much it hurt? So I want Max Holloway to hop in and just, you know.
And then Volk wins.
And then Volk beats Holloway and then a fourth
Yeah.
round.
You know what, honestly? I want Conor to beat Chandler. And I want Conor, Holloway, BMF title.
No, that's horrible.
What do you mean? Why is that
I
horrible?
can't stand
Because
it
I
anymore.
think that Conor versus Makhachev if he beats Chandler.
No.
But if he comes up against, that would be a fucking fight to sell. Like a big prodigy.
Why can't you do
Surely Khabib's in the corner as well.
Surely it comes out for that fight.
I mean, they would mark him hell out of that. Well, why can't you do Holloway versus McGregor?
I don't like that fight.
Why? Both strikers.
First of all, McGregor's not beating Chandler.
Yeah.
McGregor isn't beating Chandler.
No. But if he does, like you could give McGregor a title and you can sell it as an actual title.
Do you?
Does he deserve a title though?
He doesn't deserve a title, and
Well, it's gonna make the company $3 million.
I'm sorry, like
Yeah, but he's gonna get the title and he's not gonna defend it.
Oh, he's not gonna get the title. like he's not gonna win, but he's just doing it to sell it.
But also, like, what makes you think McGregor is gonna get into the octagon again after if he loses to Chandler? Even if he beats Chandler.
Bro's fucking offering out KSI for a fight, bro.
It's so sad. That's tragic, honestly.
I'm
Like-
telling you, he's washed.
Like, I don't know. It seems like such an effort for Dana White to get Conor in the octagon.
Yeah. I don't know, when you hear him speak, it sounds like he wants to fight, but there's just nothing there. You know, it's one of those things, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
He's 36 now.
Yeah. Bro,
Sleeping in these silk sheets.
I don't know. I think the thing what to do would be put him versus Islam, because then you can sell it, and the storyline would be amazing.
Everyone would hate it at the start, but watch it anyway.
Can you fact check this? Did Islam jump into the ring at 229?
It was up by 10-6. Sorry? You said-
229 when Conor fought Khabib. Did Islam jump in the ring? I feel like
Yeah, Tony Ferguson Pettis.
no. I'm saying did Islam jump in the ring at the end of the brawl?
Oh. I'm not sure. Let me double
I don't
check.
know actually.
I think he may have, and I think there was a thing where Dana said he'd never fight in UFC again. That didn't fuck up.
No.
Was that about? I don't think that was about Makhachev. Let me have a look. So Khabib wins.
Yeah, it's like I remember something of that because there was a bunch of mates.
So then Khabib jumps out, right?
Yeah.
Which
eagle dives, and then Conor and someone comes in.
I think that was Makhachev that just ran there. So there's
Someone comes and
McGregor.
tries to box him. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not much.
That's definitely not Makhachev.
That's fine.
Oh, it might be. Back when he had long hair. Because he turned his face. Oh, he's just maybe normal bearded guy. I don't know. I don't think.
Anyway, you can tell a mad story still.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I would do it just to watch it. Like
I think so.
I can date it 7, but why not?
Yeah.
He would.
You couldn't even be mad. You'd be like, if you're a fan, you'd be like, yeah, all those things.
What do you think happens with Poirier and Makhachev?
I think Makhachev beats him with ease.
I think Poirier gets a guillotine.
Yeah, I think so as well. It seems to always happen to him, the poor bloke.
That'd be him, bro. Poirier winning by guillotine, making Islam tap. That'd be crazy.
The thing is, right, Islam's striking has improved a lot. And Islam is very composed as well. I feel like Poirier, he likes boxing off the cage.
Yeah, he likes chaos.
Yeah, and Makhachev won't bring the chaos.
No.
He will shoot a takedown, or he will be patient on his feet.
He's gonna wrestle fucking.
I genuinely think that Makhachev has the ability at the moment to outstrike Poirier.
Well, no, if you take the wrestling out, no.
I'm telling you, like, after how Makhachev fought Volk in the second one. No.
Doesn't count, man.
I know it doesn't count, but you're not shit at striking if you can head kick someone.
No, he's not shit at striking, but
Yeah.
Holloway is one of the best strikers.
Poirier.
Poirier is one of the best strikers in 155. Like, you can't put him
He
with
is.
me.
No, he is, but I don't know. I feel like his strength in striking doesn't come in the center of the octagon. He has had not the most convincing last couple fights.
He's fought really good guys, man.
He got knocked out cold by Gaethje.
Badass attitude.
Yeah, it was. Right, doesn't Makhachev have to all I'm saying.
Didn't he put? I swear he put Oliveira down in the center of the ring. Couldn't finish him, but he put him down. once.
Everyone puts Oliveira down. Who doesn't put Oliveira down?
That's a good point.
Oliveira is literally known for fucking fighting off in his back.
If I get tapped, let me just fall on the floor.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Makachev comes out and he's getting a lot of shots off on Poirier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I still think he's gonna wrestle fucking. I think you're right.
Yeah,
But-
because he's just gonna do a comedian.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Makachev's he's got a slightly different style than Khabib, but I want to see more of Makachev. He just needs to fight a little more frequently.
I want my Makachev to have the same moment that Khabib had against McGregor, where he rocked him while standing up. Where when the whole narrative was that like Khabib's
Yeah.
good on the ground, but
Yeah.
his stand-up's horrible.
Yeah.
And he stood up. I remember it was second or third round with
Yeah.
McGregor, and he rocks him with like a fucking 1-2.
Yeah.
Like
That was beautiful. Oh, that was a stunning shot.
It was. That yeah.
That's sexy.
I love that fight so much. That was
But I
so
feel like Makachev's already like had that moment with that knockout on Volk.
That doesn't count. Like last second, Volk having his problems.
Yeah, I know. I
and
get
stuff.
that. I get it. Yeah.
10 days notice.
10
Yeah.
days notice.
He's a hard cunt, but he wasn't ready for it.
So what do you actually think is gonna happen? What do you think the final
Okay. McGregor's losing. Chandler's winning.
Yeah, I'm saying Makachev Poirier.
Makachev is winning. Let's be real.
I think so.
Costa Strickland. I don't know. That's a hard one because Costa.
I think
He's dangerous.
Strickland wins that.
I don't know, man. Costa's dangerous, bro. And
I
Strickland.
don't know. Every time I've seen Costas fucking fight, man, I haven't been fucking overly
Who
impressed.
you've seen him fight?
He's
'Cause he
big.
fights good players.
I've seen the fight with him and
Whittaker?
Stylebender,
Oh yeah.
him and
The
Whittaker.
recent one, yeah.
Almost knocked out Whittaker.
That spinning back kick.
That's good.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that fucking. Just that fucking.
I know what you mean. He kind of seems like
finishing a bit like he
Yeah,
finishes people. He has that killer instinct. I feel like as the rounds progress, he just like falls off and falls off. He
His
doesn't.
cardio's not the best. Definitely.
The lactic acid builds up and.
I think that though with Strickland, his defense is really good, but I think we saw a little bit with Duplessis. If you come up against someone that just creates chaos, Strickland struggles.
Yeah, and not just that, he doesn't knock anyone out. Like
Mm.
he's not. I don't think he's gonna finish Costa, and so like he's gonna go to a decision win. I don't know. I feel like Costa
Yeah.
can win that. I think Costa has more weapons to attack him.
Is it 3 or 5 rounds?
I think it's 5 rounds to find that man. That benefits
No,
Strickland.
no, it's not.
Oh no, it's second fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
So
It
it's
might be a
3
3
rounds.
round, yeah.
That would benefit Costa massively.
I'll double check it, but
I think Costa will take that one. And I think the UFC doesn't want Strickland to win. They're like, bro, you're gonna get us cancelled.
Yeah.
That's probably 3
it's a
rounds.
co-headliner they call it, so it might be 5 rounds.
I think it'll be 3.
Let me have a look. Surely it says it's somewhere here. No.
No, I think it'll be 3.
It'll be, yeah, it might be 3. Oh, wait, no, it's 5. Sean Strickland and Palicos will face off in a 5. 5 round co-main event. Yeah,
Oh,
5
shit.
rounds.
5 rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that boosts Strickland's chances.
Yeah, definitely. I think so as well.
I think Strickland doesn't even need 5 rounds. If I'm being completely honest.
Well, you think he's gonna finish it?
I think he's gonna finish him.
I don't know the last time Strickland finished that.
I think he finished some Russian dude before he fought Izzy.
Oh, yeah, he did too, yeah.
Yeah, I walked away from him just fucking bang.
That was very, very weird. The guy that just turned his back on him.
I just reckon Strickland doesn't let Costa breathe.
Yeah, Strickland's very good at walking someone down.
But Costa has fucking
I wouldn't
power.
be surprised if
Yeah,
Strickland
but-
tries walking him down and Costa's
I
just
think
like, yeah, right, let's go.
Costa fights better when he's on the front foot. I don't think he fights as well when he's
I
on
can
the back
see that
foot.
as well, yeah.
Thing on the back foot, I think Izzy put him on the back foot
Yes.
and Izzy destroyed
Yeah.
him.
Izzy was also out of range and shit. Like, Sean's gonna be in range and he's gonna trade. Like, Sean is gonna trade shots. That's who you know. I feel like Costa's just gonna have the power.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, I think Whittaker beat Strickland, right?
Mm.
And Costa did very well against Whittaker. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Costa has that one.
What
I want
do
to see the odds
yeah.
on that one. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting one for the odds.
I'm actually curious. When's that happening?
months.
Yeah, that's on 302. Yeah, so we have the boring card next, Pantolian, and then the backpack. just grabs hold of anyone's back.
It's all over.
But the co-main for that one's Jose Aldo.
It's a good fight, though.
Yeah. It's a Brazil card without Oliveira or Alex Pereira or whoever.
Amanda
Nunes, yeah. Then we have 302, which is Islam Poirier Strickland thingo. Then we have 303, which is Chandler McGregor. Then we have the fight night between Hamzat Chimaev and Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
Which is
Sexy. I love both of those fighters.
I do like both of them.
I think Hamzat ragdolls Whittaker.
Don't say ragdolls.
You said it.
Who ragdolls Whittaker? No one. Stop that. That's ridiculous.
But Hamzat ragdolls everyone.
Stop that. That's ridiculous. No. Like, who knows? I think Whittaker can just go in flying knee it, bang, the fight's over.
Flying knee.
Done dusted.
The thing is, I don't know. I just don't know how it goes because
How old is Whittaker now?
he's actually not that.
He was 32.
Yeah, 32 or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
32.
I'll double check it, but
He seems about 32.
I thought he was like the same age as Volt.
Yeah, I would have thought so. As
But
well.
no, he's 33. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So he's still got a couple years in him.
Oh, good year.
If he beats Chimaev, he'll go for the title next, 100%.
Yeah.
But if this should be a number one contender fight.
100%. No. He deserves it, man.
That's in
Straight out.
Saudi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh
Or Islam.
I think
Oh,
so.
that's before
no,
Islam.
it's before Islam. I think it
Sorry,
might be
before
Abu
Islam.
Dhabi.
It's from Korea, wasn't it?
Yeah. I have
Fight
a
night, Whittaker.
fight
Chimaev.
night.
I love Chimaev. I love everything about him. Like his personality, the fucking wolf. Ah, it's so cool.
Yeah,
The Kingdom Arena in Riyadh.
Yeah, Real
Same
Saudi
over
Arabia.
Yeah. So they're also doing Islam and Torah in Saudi Arabia. So they got 2 in a row.
Oh, there you go.
Mm.
Yeah, Saudi loving their sports watching right now.
But it's the first cards ever in Saudi, isn't it? That's
Uh,
right.
No, I think there's another one.
I think for UFC maybe.
Yeah, for UFC, I think that's how.
I know they've had a lot of boxing.
Yeah, that especially recently.
Mm.
Tyson Fury's there every bloody 2 months. It
Yeah, he's
feels
just
like.
getting that bag, bro.
Yeah, he
Money.
is.
Good money.
Mm. But yeah, that'll be interesting. And then, yeah, 303. And then 304, which is the Manchester one.
And is after that one is going to be the Dome.
UFC 305.
I feel like that's international fight.
I thought they've lined up a lot of cards already. No, it's still TBD, but there was like rumored. No, 305 or 306, which one's in Perth?
Oh, good point. I thought 306 was Perth.
UFC 306, it was there. Let's have a look.
Yeah, because they come back here.
No, UFC 306 is the Sphere.
Oh, okay. So maybe 305 is
305.
yeah.
305 or maybe
August, yeah, that makes sense.
UFC 305.
Good fights on that.
As long as we're not after the Sphere, I don't think we can compete
Yeah, it's
after that.
Perth. UFC 305 is Perth.
Fuck is
I don't know, but I think it's gonna be Duplessis Adesanya.
I can see that.
That's the rumor.
I'd
that
love to see that fight.
I want Adesanya to be back.
Perth.
Yeah.
It is what who cares?
Yeah.
I love Adesanya, but he's always been like my favourite fighter.
Really?
So I'd love to see him back up.
What
Even
makes
when he
him
knocked out Whittaker.
painful?
I think it was after the Whittaker knockout,
What?
and like I think it was his interview afterwards. I was like, I like this guy, and then I remember watching like a YouTube documentary on like his come up
Yeah.
and his fighting style, and I was like, this guy is literally the coolest fucking fighter I've ever seen.
And then Peloton came along.
Yeah.
Bro, Pereira's storyline is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know Pereira said the only reason he's fighting MMA is because of that one Adesanya interview. You guys hear about that?
Which one was that?
Adesanya did an interview. I think this was before he fought Whittaker, right? Where he's like, so they asked him about Pereira. He's like, that guy is gonna be at a bar one day and he's gonna like, ooh, he's gonna be watching me fight and he's gonna be like, oh, I beat that man one day.
Yeah.
Pereira heard Adesanya say that, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna start MMA. So he started MMA and then he fucking beat Adesanya again. And everyone's like, nowadays Adesanya is doing podcasts saying he beat Pereira that one time. As Pereira's a double champ, they're doing everything and shit. The story is insane, bro.
Pereira is slowly becoming one of my favourite fighters. I just want him to win more convincingly
Bro.
sometimes.
if he moves up the heavyweight and beats
Tom Aspinall.
he may just be the greatest of all time.
And he doesn't know how to wrestle.
Yeah, he has no clue.
Yeah,
He has a leg kick and a left hook. That's all he has.
yeah, and a stone face. You don't know if you've heard him.
No,
No.
no.
It's
And you'll
more-
never know.
You'll never know.
And you'll never know.
You'll never know.
That's good.
But yeah, I think that's it.
That's it, eh?
I think that's good.
Yeah, it was good. I wonder how long we actually went for.
That felt like 2 hours.
I think so.
1 hour
Yeah.
42.
We're just chilling.
What does that say?
Hour 50.
Hour 50.
Lovely.